enjoy my life. I wanna do it my way. Okay, let me live my life. I wanna do it my way. I never see this kind of thing before. I never see. I get my own, but you won't tell me to live my own. Yeah. Don't tell me how to live my life. I want to enjoy my life. I wanna do it my way. Let me live my life. I wanna do it my way. Okay. Let me live my life. Don't blame me on me. Blame me on don't blame me on me. I wanna enjoy my life. I wanna do it my way. The money can push away.
Your top, most provoking and stimulating talk show, 50-50, is coming on next.
Good morning, Monrovia. Good morning, Habel. Good morning, Field. Good morning, Sport. Good morning, Tuluta. Good morning, Salala. Good morning, Macaque City. Good morning, Totmanburg. Good morning, Clay. Good morning, Waterside. Good morning, Riverside. Good morning, Bapulu. Good morning, Buchanan. Good morning, La. Good morning, Caldwell. Good morning, Brewerville. Virginia, Ken David. My River Edge. This is 50-50 on a Monday morning on Sky 107.1 FM with this topic. Last weekend, the Liberty Party had its special national convention in Ganta City, Nimba County. The $1 million question is, what resolution or resolutions were endorsed and passed by the convention, and what impact will those resolutions have on the party that is plagued with eternal conflict, eternal wrangling? My special studio guest, Martin Kollah, is the Secretary General of the Liberty Party. By the 11 o'clock, our lines will be open. So you call us on those usual numbers, 077777107. Or better stay call us on 07772212223. You'll be live on 50-50 on Sky 107. Those two numbers are pinned on our Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia. Of course, my name is Steve Maz. I'm the only grandson of my grandfather. And 50-50, you just can't beat the experience. I'll be back right after the theme song.
To wash everything accommodation.
Me.
Bobo, you take her money to pay for the things I got for my Annie. She over there. Amos, send money to my phone fast. Send for rent of a deal.
Hana will get out
Yes,
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in or cash out and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial *154# to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
Nimba, I'm not interested in the device or cash if you win, yeah.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Hey, Christmas Naka. Hey, Christmas Naka. Hey, Christmas Naka. Christmas.
What think I said about the LSO?
La Orange aqui, oh. Depois uma ici, comme on a ici, et que fêter un tiens Christmas, man.
I want that one on point. I hope Mama Christmas get to ya.
Never know what good thing to expect of Orange. Get a different surprise each day for only $1. Dial *555# to find your surprise of the day. Gifts include international calls, data, and voice bundles. No network does it quite like Orange. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Do you know what today is?
You too crazy, man. Today is the 20th.
You get today is bonus day at Orange. Can I small talking and come with you today? Orange giving us our smart deal.
That's true. Today will be one lot of extra cheese. I want to say, yeah.
More for your money at Orange. On the 20th of each month, top up $1 USD and get 100% bonus. And 150% bonus when using Orange Money. No network does it quite like Orange. This offer is valid for 24 hours. Brings you closer to what matters.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage Head Office on 077-553317 or 0886-553317 or our rehab branch on 0770-902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Thank you very much. Back on 50-50, I lost my voice. I'm very, very sorry I lost my voice. Political discussion, political analysis. I lost my voice. I hope it was not intended to silence me. They trapped the card. They said for me, I jump over it. So my voice will be restored as we do this program today. It's a very important program for me. And so we have to do it. Today we have only one newspaper, unfortunately. And that is the front page newspaper. So let me give you the banner headlines on the front and back pages of the paper. It says Liberty Party endorses Cummings for CPP ticket. Chairman Musa Ability describes the Alternative National Congress political leader as the best alternative for the opposition alliance at the convention in Ganta. The photo of Musa ability, US $800 million ArcelorMittal agreement in limbo is the question. Out front page gathers that a Liberian Senate may not ratify the amended mineral development agreement over request from the government that Mittal brings additional $25 million to address long-term unresolved housing challenges in the areas of the operation. United States for 40 million financing agreement passed into law as Director General of the National Fisheries and Agriculture assures Liberians of massive growth in the sector. Senate Judicial Committee concludes that Liberians have double benefit in the amended petroleum law, and no benefit was trapped, and no benefit was trapped, no benefit was trapped from the agreement. Citizens not deprived of 5% or revenues. East African American actor John Amos arrives in Liberia for the commencement of the bicentennial celebration. Coming back to the roots, Amos said, and I quote, I don't know if I can adequately describe what it means to come home after being deprived of your history, after being deprived of everything that you love, and you have been told that your life, that you have been told that all your life that you have no country, you have no roots. Amos, the guy who acted in Good Times, is used to be a comedy show way back, no more days in Liberia. Let me go back to the back page of that. The back page says Xavi. Of course, there's a good story. Xavi Barcelona have to show more responsibility in winning positions. That is the back page, and you can buy the papers and read that one, that column that says Xavi has something to do, wants to have show more responsibility in winning. Now, our subject for discussion this morning, a fortnight ago, the Liberty Party, should I call it the factionalized Liberty Party, had its convention in Ganta last weekend. So we have invited the Secretary General of the Liberty Party, Martin Kollah, to give us light on that. So we are discussing the topic. Last week, Liberty Party had a special national convention in Ganta City, Nimba County. The million-dollar question is, what resolutions were endorsed and passed by the convention, and what impact will those resolutions have on the party that is plagued with eternal wrangling? Special studio guest, Martin Kollah. Good morning, Martin.
Yeah, good morning, T-Mac. Good morning. Thank you for having me. And good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia, and especially partisans of the Liberty Party.
So you had your convention. It was on. It was off. What went wrong? What we learned on Friday, that was an injunction placed on that. So how did you go about having it?
So listen, it was quite unfortunate that something that we thought that we have dealt with, the Azango saga that was created by the political leader. The whole Azango show is a show being created by the political leader. So we thought that we have dealt with it through the NEC sufficiently, and the NEC has informed Mr. Azango and the political leader to submit all of their complaints and issues that they have to the Grievance and Ethics Committee of the Liberty Party, and they have refused to do that up to now as I'm speaking to you. So we thought that given the mandate from the NEC, which is a regulatory body for all political parties, they will have, in good faith of the party, try to submit to the Grievance and Ethics Committee, and so that we put this thing behind us. But again, surprisingly, given that they have a purpose to do, to do what they are doing, so Azango took his case to the civil law court, and a writ of injunction was placed on the convention that was being planned since, and I mean, though it was not surprising to us, so we managed to on Friday, lift the injunction from on the convention that allow us, and thanks to our lawyer, Councillor Poole, Councillor Paul Hitom, Councillor Kuku Doba, Councillor Lucille Ability. These three lawyers worked very hard, along with other lawyers to ensure that the injunction is lifted and that we proceed with our activities. So
you lost the whole of Monday?
Yeah, no, we lost the whole of Friday.
The whole of Friday. Okay.
Yeah, we lost the whole of Friday, and then on Saturday, we reconvened to go about with the convention, and then a motion was made to ensure that activities and happenings that should have taken place on Friday be adjusted to Saturday, and then we'll have one combined activity for the whole day. So we took the whole day. Initially, we planned to do half days and then have time to relax, but we have to take the whole day now to complete the 2 days activities. And it was a successful convention. It was a timely convention, very successful. This is the first time in Liberty Party that I would say I have been in the Liberty Party all through, including from the time Liberty Party was not Liberty Party. Because I've been with Councillor Bronskin before Liberty Party began.
You lived with him?
No. So I was like a son to him, visiting him. Of course, I was a member of the Friends of Bronskin in 2005. 2003, when the whole Friends of Bronskin thing started. That was before 2005 elections for us to have Liberty Party. So I've been with him for some time. So never in our party history that we have had such an organized, well-planned convention like was executed. And things get better as times go by. Not that the previous convention was not good, but this was more organized, learning from experiences in time past. And I know the next convention will be even better. So it was a good convention, good outcome. More than 80% or so of the delegates was present, both on Zoom and in person. The law required that we have 50% of delegates in good standing to be present. We have more than that. So it was a good convention. Very good in the interest of Liberty Party.
What drove you to Ganta? Was it you want to solidify your power base? Because undeniably, your party is split. This is the first time in the history of Liberty Party. And when I saw Bromskin the other day, I told you he wore short trousers. When we had the discussion, short trousers means that they were storming blocks on the way he was rid of his short trousers to make sure that he would navigate them so successfully. And I saw him again the day before. I saw him on the Friday night. He was still in the same short trousers. And I expected him to have been in his loyal attire, but he was in short trousers. And you went to the convention on Saturday. What drove you to that convention?
So, listen, Timas, we, as a party, we are transitioning. We are going through reforms that were initially agreed, approved by all of us, and sanctioned by our founding father, vision bearer, and first political leader, peace be to his ashes, Councillor Bronskin. We met in Lofa sometime in 2018. When Councillor Bronskin was transitioning his political leadership to Senator Kanga. After the elections, you elect standard bearer, and the standard bearer transitioned to being political leader, and a new standard bearer elected at least 1 year to the following elections. So because Councillor Bronskin was elected as standard bearer, and later on transitioned to being political leader, so we needed to have a political leader going along. So he transitioned that authority to Senator Kanga, and she would be political leader up to October 2022. We're going to discuss that. That was part of the resolution. But because she's completed Councillor Bronskin, she was never elected as standard bearer. So initially, we all agree in the party that look, Councillor Bronskin have asked us to do this, to change our law correspond so that it compacts with the current reality in our body politic. So we all agree. So there were so many processes that involved. There was 2 executive council sitting. There was 2 different retreats for reconciliation, for putting ideas together, for setting up the Constitution Reform Committee. The political leaders set up the Constitution Review Committee, and the committee submitted their work to the Executive Council, and the political leader also set up the Convention Planning Committee. The political leader set up the Election Committee. These processes were all facilitated by the former chairman, Steve Zago, and the former Secretary General, Jacob Smith. They all work with Senator Kanga. Remember, Timas, Secretary General, Mr. Benedict was not chairman when these things were happening. These people who had the authority at that time to do this thing did it. They facilitated it. Senator Kanga presided over all of the processes, including going to Banga. She set up the Constitution Review Committee. They report to Oahu. So, what is happening now? It's only surprising to know that the political leader, after doing all of this, is coming back. But what we are discovering, so she thinks that losing those power and authority that we all agree. Remember, the political leader was the one that issued the special order in line with the 2015 Constitution. There will have been no convention. She issued that special order and said we should go do 2 things. We should go and decentralize political authority throughout the party. This is something that she agreed on. It was on her signature and authority, far to the neck. So she agreed on it. It was also filed. It was filed by Zago, Chairman Zago, and SG or Jacob Smith at that time. They facilitated it. She issued a special order. The next thing she said, we should go and elect new crops of officers, which we did. We went in the convention, successfully did the 2 things. We came from the convention. 8 months after, she now began to realize that I want to be a political leader, but it is not like before. I want to be a vice running mate, but it's not like before. That I can just get out and just say.
But that could be based on the negotiation and consultation with the National Executive Committee of the party.
Which she doesn't want to do. So he said, okay, I wish I could get back to power that I've already given up. That the laws have already given up and distributed through all.
The law has already decentralized.
Exactly. The laws gave that power to the special or to the convention, whether special or national, gave that authority. Because in our wisdom, we believe that if the authority is with the collective of us, we can debate, argue, and come up with the fairness of decisions that will benefit our party. Then one person getting or sleeping in Nimba County, they will consume money in currency. There's a party decision or sleeping in Grand Bassa County, you will go want some money, get your G, can say that a party decision or father. It have no space in our modern democracy. So on that basis, we all agree and we went. And she presided over the convention 6-7 months after. Then she realized that I won't be vast enough barrel. But I just want to be that. I won't ask nobody. Then I try to break the thing down so our common people they can hear it. I want nobody. I want to get that power. She assumed that Bronsky has such a power. No. Councillor Bronsky never one day just unilaterally. I want for somebody to prove me wrong. That means he alone just get on one some money. Oh, my people, you hear me? Just get on one some money and say that means they want one beat 18 year. My Bronsky I knew never did it. He consulted. So what we thought the political leader would have done was to come to us, Mr. Secretary General. Up to now, the political leader have never told me that she want to be vice president. And evidence have shown that she wants to be. But I'm the Secretary General. The executive committee is there. Now, there are few persons who still think that should be so. Majority of us are saying no. We are in leadership. We are elected. Talk to us. Let's have a conversation. So that was in process when the political leader started to create a Zango when she found out that she could not single, because the first attempt was to single-handedly withdraw the constitution. In fact, the first attempt was to provide misinformation through Senator Dillon to say that he offered a motion to restore all the powers of the police. You see, if this thing was not about power and authority to single-handedly execute something, why would Senator Dillon say he offered that motion? You see? Those of us who can think, people should disarm themselves and disclose themselves of political sentiment and rationalize and see and know that this was the intent. Saying that they don't misinform the public to say he single-handedly performed a motion that say they restore the political leader power back. We found out that one big lie.
But what would have been the intention of somebody raising a motion and say, we are hereby move that power, all power has been invested in one person?
Because the intent is to allow that one person to do what she thought she did, to notify the executive committee because she wants to take a decision that she thinks we should just follow. That's the intent. The intent is to individualize our party. I have said we'll not create no goddess. In this party, there will be no king, no queen, no goddess, no God. The party will not be about chairmanability. It will not be about saying the Kanga. It will not be about me. It will not be about saying that. It will be about us collectively. So when we agreed on something, then we do it. So all that is happening, the political leader facilitated all.
Okay.
And so now when we went
to Ganta,
so we agree. And remember, beginning March, remember that we are part of collaboration. That collaboration document says by December, if there is no consensus, we will be going for non-binding voter perception survey and then moving on to primary. Meaning that since Jlateh Party is not putting up a standard bearer right now, Jlateh Party should decide which one of the two standard bearers in the CPP to support. So the timing was not a timing targeted against certain group of people. It was a timing in line consistent with the CPP framework document. Because by January, we cannot decide who we supporting. Jlateh Party will just be left like that. So we say, okay, consensus period has elapsed. Remember, the consensus was just between the four political leaders. They failed to reach a consensus. So right now, the party needed to decide. And this decision we have been talking about, it says March, that we need to decide. Because if we need to begin to think about deciding now, because if consensus fail, then we need to prepare for all of those things. So since March, there was an issue about preparing. We don't want it to come to think, especially around October, November. We're not holding. We needed to plan for the convention.
So you went to Ganta.
Yes.
What did Ganta produce?
So there a lot of significant decisions were taken. Look, you don't just go to convention. People thought that there was a rubber stamp convention that you just go there just to endorse. No, it was not all about Mr. Cummins. There were three major resolutions among other decisions that was taken.
What were the three major resolutions passed?
The first thing is that as a party, we never wanted to behave like Senator Kanga, a few folks that are around her, to just single-handedly say, we now feature this presidential candidate, and then we just say that. No. So we needed to have taken this decision that we have made to the authoritative body. Tima, that's the difference between us and the other people. We are not saying because chairmanability say this, so we should go, or because the Kanga is performing this, so we should follow, or because the executive committee have agreed on this. We are saying there is a body that has such an authority. Let's go there. So we took the decision to not feature presidential candidate, which was discussed with the political leader, to go to Wagbanga or to Ganta and say this the decision that have been made at a retreat approved by the executive committee.
So the decision not to feature or stand up bearer was reached at a retreat, and you want to send it to the partisan that will have the power to give you the authority to say that we're not featuring anybody.
A retreat that was presided over by Senator Kanga. It was a stakeholder retreat. We 15.
And you produced that resolution that you're not putting forth.
It was submitted to the executive committee, which is the highest decision-making body in the absence of the convention. The executive committee approves it. And then the executive committee took it to the convention. So the convention said, yes, we agree. We're not feature candidate, because that is where you draw your authority from. So the convention agreed, and there was a resolution.
That was the first resolution of that.
Correct. And then the convention also said, but since we're not featuring candidate, and the tenure of the political, nobody tenure in leadership when we go into elections, we elect a standard bearer that transitions into the political leader and we serve up to 1 year of the following election. So the convention make it very clear that the tenure of Councillor Bronski that was transitioned to Senator Kanga ends in October of 2022, meaning that we will now put out a standard bearer and also the tenure of the current political leader ends. The body will have to decide on the rest, but it is an established fact that she was not elected, it was inherited. We consider, but her tenure ends October 2022. And that is not, we are not creating it. That what it is by law. The law says at least 1 year, whether 2015, 2005, 2021. There are tenure for everybody. So that was the second stop. So there was another resolution that was passed to approve, certain decisions that were taken by the NEC. For example, the Farmington issue that the chairman signed up onto. Because you see, the Farmington agreement, most people don't know, it's been misinterpreted by Senator Kanga, Senator Dillon, and a few persons who think that they must have their way. The Farmington, there was two reasons why we went to our Farmington. One, Senator Dillon said he made a motion to restore all the powers of the political leader. Farmington sitting reviewed the entire video of the convention and found that was a big lie driven from the deepest part of the belly of the devil. There was no truth about it.
The devil meaning Dillon then?
No, I said the belly of the lie came from the belly of
the lie came from Dillon?
No, so I'm saying the lie was driven from that end. I don't call human being devil. I'm saying the lie was derived from the belly of the devil. That was a lie. The farming, Senator Kanga also said, and she wrote that in black and white. She said, look, we filed at the NEC inappropriately. We didn't file our document right. That was another shameful thing, Tima. We went to the one NEC, next answer. But if you didn't file appropriately, we should call you. Why are you bringing case on yourself? Look, NEC have been teaching us some basic elementary things in the politics, all because of the way our political leaders have engaged this particular process.
You acting immaturely.
Exactly. Next thing, but so you fought to us. We should call you a complete. You can't bring your own self. But anyway, we went there. The political leader, the then chair of the advisory council, along with Senator Dillon, asked the question 10 times. Did we file inappropriately? NEC told them no. As far as we are concerned, the documents are filed here properly by under the signature of the SG Martin Kollah and Chairman Musa Hassan Belete. The document filed incorrect. So the two reasons
NEC doesn't have a problem with the filing.
Exactly. The two reasons that took us to Farmington were clear out. Now, what Farmington discovered was some things that the convention needed to address. So Farmington discovered, for example, they say in the current constitution, it said the political leader, it say the national chairman should be the political leader in the absence of the political leader. That was in the current constitution. During the video recording, it was discovered that the actual thing was the chairman should act
in consultation.
No, the chairman should act in the absence of the political leader. Okay. Because if you don't use the word act, it means that when the political leader retain, he or she cannot be political leader. Because he said the chairman should be the political leader in the absence of the political leader. Mm-hmm. So the right word was the right wording was the chairman should act. So that word act, the executive committee had to take it to the convention. Another thing is that we stretch our executive council sitting in the old constitution, but some way, certain part of the document there, executive council still remains there as a word. Mm-hmm. So we could not take it out. Farmington could not take it out. The executive committee could not take it. Only the convention. So these are some of the things that were discovered far contrary from what Senator Kanga or complain to NEC or to anybody. Far contrary from what Senator Dillon said or that he made a motion. So these things, NEC, the National Executive Committee of the Democratic Party, could not do it as a body. the appropriate authoritative body is the convention.
Is the convention.
So we took it there. So we passed on our resolution to do all the other changes. Another thing that we also passed on was the whole CPP issue. We needed this. Our law say on Article 8 that we should go to special convention for some limited reasons or purposes. One of the reasons is when the party is when there's uncertainty and the party needs a direction. In the case of the CPP now, we are done with the consensus building process. So we need now to know who we support among the two candidates. We have uncertainty, we need direction in line with our law. So the special convention was called for us to know who. EC alone could not just do it, even though in the constitution also there's some authority given to the EC to do it, but we thought to respect the higher authority,
which is the convention.
So we took it there. The convention, after listening to the report from the committee that was set up to evaluate, there were two candidates. Mr. Cummings won the day, and so the convention agreed to support Mr. Cummings as candidate for the 2023 CPP state bearership, and subsequently for the presidential process in the country. And the Liberty Party have agreed now. I am supporting Mr. Cummings. I can freely tell you that.
As a Liberty Party executive.
Exactly. And all of our partisans are under mandate to do same, to make sure that we support that the convention, which is the highest body, have resolved to support the ANC standard bearer, giving all of the criteria that we said. No, Timas, it took us time to evaluate the two candidates. We even invited them. The party did not show up. Well, fine. I mean, that was part of the evaluation. But we evaluated the two candidates.
You call the two candidates?
Of course.
Liberty Party and Unity Party and ANC.
Unity Party was invited to meet with us December 8th. They did not show up. As a matter of fact, the response that we got from them was insultive. But anyway, that's part of the process. And, so we evaluated them. And the body, after the report was made, people came up with their own arguments. There were cross-section views on the white flow. At the end of the day, the vote carried that Mr.
Did you do it horribly because the United Party was not in attendance?
No.
So we didn't
like I told you,
but you didn't show up.
Like I told you, it was a long evaluation process. We started early December, set up the committee. I mean, in fact, or late November, set up the committee, talk to people, engage people. Part of the evaluation process was to meet the standard bearer of the Unity Party and members of the executive committee, like we did with our ANC. They did not show up. But like I said, these were all part of the evaluation process. So the convention produced these
three solid
major
resolutions.
Now,
my question is that because we take the break, you went to Banga. I was in Banga in 2020. You came with this sort of same resolution, same new crop of officers that is now being thrown through the window by the Nyobli wing. How convinced? Why should we trust this sort of three solid resolutions coming from Ganta that it will not be thrown out the window?
No, it can be. Look, because and what's in the Kanga is even doing is not thrown out, because we still remains the legitimate leaders of the Liberty Party. Our party understands that what we are doing is in the collective interest of the party against what they are doing for their own selfish.
But they run as the same Liberty Party. Doesn't they? I mean, your party is unfortunately split on these three. I wouldn't call that ideology. They three basic things. You went to Banga. Banga is hereby become normally said. Banga is resolution of Banga nullified. Return to 2015 constitution. Then you have Ganta. Doesn't she have the political power to write neck and say, hello, all that thing that was done in Ganta is not a void?
And she wrote neck a few times ago to withdraw the constitution. They didn't listen to her. She has no such power. She said the suspension of Daniel Samuel and Senator Dillon was not involved. Are they members of the executive committee? No, they are suspended. Look,
so she cannot. The Ganta resolution is a casting stone. She can do nothing about
that. The only body that can overturn this resolution It's the body itself that created it. You know, and this is why we are driven.
There could
In
be
fact,
two.
This is the essence.
There could be two conventions. There could be, because you have the ability to win, you have the Nyambli win. Nyambli win could go to convention and can produce.
To be recognized by who?
By Neck, of course. Where is that?
How will Neck recognize her when Neck have slapped her in her face 3 or 4 times and told her, man, a political leader, this is not the way to go. Neck have told her, look, she has no such legitimacy.
She can't convene no convention.
She have no, if she convenes anything, it's a quasi. She has no.
Suppose she convene as an independent Liberty Party, wouldn't that hold?
Oh, then she have to register her independent Liberty Party. I'm not stopping her from going to form a party. No, we are not. So she can go and register independent Liberty Party. But our party saying understands that when you are taking decision for a group of people, their representation should be present at that decision making. For example, in Ganta, we have the county's leadership represented by 2 persons, the chair and the secretary of the counties. We have members of the advisory council there. We have members of the executive committee. That is how you take decision for an institution. And our parents understand that. Rather than Senator Kanga waking on one morning and say, we going now to take a decision, so your father us. That is the wrong way. And our party knows that. She can form Scala, the Water Party. She can form any party. But the Basel people will not travel last the Water Party because they want to win. Broskin did not travel last the Water Party. So the Basel people understand and they know what they want.
Let's get to yes, I will take the break. Just give me one minute. You went to Ganta, you came up with 3 resolutions. The resolution was endorsed and passed, where signatures are fixed.
Yes, Tima.
To authenticate that.
Tima,
so that tomorrow.
Tima, this is copy of the resolution. You see signatures here.
Mm-hmm.
These are signatures. These are copy. And not that the only sign, but the initial, all the pages.
Mm-hmm.
Tima, this is copy of the resolution. You know, people get to stop when Senator Kanga said that she has the executive committee that took a decision. We asked her, we put up the list of the executive committee that were elected in Banga in January of 2021. We asked her, there should be about 31 persons. Show us the people that took the decision and let's match it by the other number. Up to today, they will just tell you executive committee took it. In fact, they start bringing in or the other elder, and they put it up person leader. You can't just, people are not just grab and make executive committee. They are elected through a process. And so the executive committee member met at no point in time to give Senator Kanga any power. Look, Tima, just before we go to the land, the fight in the Liberty Party has been promoting individualism against promoting institutional effort. And that is the entire rationale behind this reform. To take this party from being law and gospel by one person saying, when the person says anything, or your father, to take it to a level that the collective of us will sit and decide. Not because Musa from Nimba, so he comes from Nimba and he said, this is where we're going and we follow him. Not because or maybe J. Barrow Brown is from Grand Basso. So he come and then we follow him. Nimba, Lofa, Bon, Margibi, Maryland, advisory council team, all of us, the political leader, we should sit down and say, this is the decision. Let's look at it. Now, because some people think that we should make somebody God or goddess in the party, and we are saying no, so we are the wrong person. But this is something that, the Liberty Party will not retrogress. We are progressing. We agree on this. We initiated this. She was part and parcel of the reform. She instituted the reform and validated and sanctioned the reform. She cannot, as an individual, come and say something. It was just good for Senator Kanga to call the same body that she presided over to take such a decision to say, I am suggesting. Because you see, issue about the Constitution can be person or a group of people. So say the Kanga alone could say, I'm not happy with the constitution, so I'm calling this body, so okay, and she submitted to the convention. What the hell in the world anybody would think at this point in time in our modern democracy that one person would just get up and say this should happen and we just follow them?
Okay, let's take our second break, and when we come back, call us on those numbers on 0777 You be line from 50 on Sky 107. We are discussing the outcome of the Ganta convention. We have our special studio guest, the Secretary General of the Liberty Party. So when we open the lines, let your questions be based on the convention, the just and the convention, its outcome, its ingredients, not something of a personal interest.
And guess who's doing it? It's Boma Farm Store Bar and Restaurant, located opposite Orange Liberia head office on Capitol Bypass. Your one-stop place to buy well-packaged Liberian food items and enjoy delicious African and Western dishes every day. Established on a concept of growing what we eat, Boma Farms works with other Liberian farmers and vendors and sells their well-packaged Liberian produce like vegetables, cassava, sweet potatoes, dry fish, Liberian honey, spices, and many more. All 100% hygienic from farm to table. And there's a special discount for students and employees with IDs from Stella Maris University, University of Liberia, Health Ministry, Orange Liberia, AMEU, AME Zion University, LMP and Police Barracks, and Techno House Homeline. What are you waiting for? Come to Boma Farm Store Bar and Restaurant to purchase your Liberian food items and enjoy delicious African and Western dishes Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Breakfast is also served. Try our well-processed, locally made smoothies, palm wine, and king juice. You will love it. Put in your order and we deliver on your request. Call 0770-504-9401, 0555-565-432, or visit Boma Farms Bar and Restaurant, located opposite Orange Liberia head office on Capitol Bypass, Monrovia. Boma Farms Store Bar and Restaurant. Feel proud to be a Liberian.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777-553317 or 0886-553317 or our rehab branch on 0770-902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Hey guys, I got good news for you. Who wants y'all to watch everything conversation? Me. Okay. Robo, you take her money to pay for the things I got for my honey. She over there. Amos, get money to my phone fast. Send for right about you.
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in or cash out and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial *154# to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
Nimba, I'm interested in the device so I can't get that win, yeah.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
What think I said I don't LSO? La orange aqui o le pour mon premier siko voilà récisi et que fêter un top Christmas man. I want that one on point. I hope mama Christmas get to ya.
Never know what good thing to expect with Orange. Get a different surprise each day for only $1. Dial *555# to find your surprise of the day. Gifts include international calls, data, and voice bundles. No network does it quite like Orange. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Do you know what today is?
You too crazy, man. Today is the 20th.
You get today is Winners Day at Orange. Can I smart talking I come with you today? Orange giving us our smart deal.
That's true. Today will be a whole lot of extra cheese. After bonus day, yeah.
More for your money at Orange. On the 20th of each month, top up $1 USD and get 100% bonus. And 150% bonus when using Orange Money. No network does it quite like Orange. This offer is valid for 24 hours. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Hey, yo. What's up, back homie LIB, man?
T-Brush, that you? Hey. Put on your for you, man. I'm surprised. Because most of you keep quiet for when you go to America.
Come on, man. I told you I'll make the difference, girl. By the way, I need to send you some cash, but heard that the banks are closed today in LIB.
You sleepy? That bro come to another level. You can send your script on my phone.
Receive money from your family and friends in the U.S. directly into your Orange Money wallet. Yes, you heard me right. Tell your loved ones to download the BNB or Small World money transfer apps or visit their websites to begin transferring. Visit www.orange.com.lr for more information. Free for sender until 30th November. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Thank you very much. You're back on 50/50 on Sky 107. The numbers to call 0777-777-107. You'll be live on 50/50 on Sky 107. Call us on 0777-221-223. You'll be live on 50/50 on Sky 107. Our discussion is based on the convention held in Ganta over the weekend, which produced 3 resolutions: 1, none to feed any candidate; 2, to ratify and confirm the decision we asked to the filing of the 2021 Constitution with NEC; 3, the endorsement of Alexander Benedict Kennedy as Cummings as the choice for the party. So call me on those numbers on 0777-777-107. You'll be live on 50/50 on Sky 107. Our special studio guest is the Secretary General of the Liberty Party. Let's go to the line, talk to our first caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jlateh.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where you calling me from?
Yeah, this is Mr. Jlateh, a member of the Liberty Party.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk to Mr. Kollah in studio. Honorable Jlateh, I never followed the convention because of some reasons that I want to express now. You know, the Liberty Party have been very peaceful. Let me first say, with the flow of our late political leader, Honorable Bronsky was a man of peace. But since the demand, I have seen the Liberty Party into a lot of that I don't think it is in the best interest of the Liberian people. just want to say to Kollah about the strength of the CPP. The CPP will not care and favor has 3 characters. And that makes the Liberian people to have trust. With the United Party, we have Honorable Waka. It's not about the United Party, but it's about Honorable Waka. With the Liberty Party, we have Honorable Ganta and Senator Nimba. But with this division in our party, I'm deeply afraid it's a clever attempt to give this try to target government the second term bid. Seriously speaking, with the noise in the CPP and especially from the Liberty Party, I'm afraid that Ambassador George Weah will have a second term bid. Because I don't see why the political leader and the party chairman will have 2 different views. And we expect them to have one voice in a joint resolution called.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 07777 You'll be live on 5050 on Sky 107. Let's go back to line 2 to talk to our next caller. Good morning. Good morning. The caller is not ready. The number still remain the same, 07777 You'll be live on 5050 on Sky 107. So the resolution, according to the Secretary General, are cast in stones. You can't move them. You need a convention to have that, and that convention cannot be convened by any political party instead of the ability leadership of the Liberty Party, because according to him, he had the approval of.
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where you calling me from?
W. Also, you know, just have that.
Also, you know, call the other.
Also, you know, just to go.
Also, you know, call the other.
W.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead, my brother. I'm here.
Yeah, okay. My name is Dube. I'm calling from the People's Forum. You know, it's very unfortunate to see an organization that are true men who believe in democracy, justice, labor for, and die. Now he is good, his soul cannot rest in peace. Because we have some really people that he left behind that try to fashion out his party. Mr. Bronte soul rest in peace. Mr. Kollah, Martin Kollah and Musa Beze should please see reason. They should not divide the party. They're noble party. It was not a mistake that Darrow Zilon and Nyobli Kanga Lawrence advocated for Musa Beze to come and be chairman of the party.
How did they do that?
Because they went to convention. The convention that went through, they advocated and they campaigned for Musa Beze because he has a chance to be chairman of the party. Whereby we have some people who in leadership who are well trusted, that can lead a political party, but because they do not have money, they were let down. So the whole problem here is with Darrow Zilon and Nyobli Kanga Lawrence. I would say when you go, you call ratting, your own ratting will whip you. And the ratting will whip you there. And the motive of Kollah and Musa is to divide the Liberty Party, and by way of extension, the CPP to give George Weah the second chance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Conclude now, please. Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 07777 You'll be live on 5050 on Sky 107. The intention is to elect Musa Kollah to give George Weah an easy ride 2023. Good news. That's a breaking news. We have another caller on the line. The caller is not ready here, so we can pause for a while we wait for the callers for Mr. Kollah to address some of those concerns. You're working in consultation with the CDC to destabilize the CPP.
Morning.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Tima.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name, please?
My name is Nimba M. calling from Fipo community, Abuja community.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Tima, I have two concerns about the issue. Want to marry Kollah?
Yeah, go ahead.
People.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Time is running out. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
Yeah, the battle secretary.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah. It is rare to have a special convention in the absence of your Senate bill. What your Senate bill say existing?
Okay, I'll answer that one.
Is to liberate people that Musability and Martin Kollah have a mission so they can get better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's pause the callers for
look. So let me just deal with the last situation. Maybe we can have it. The two last callers talk about. Tima, I always say I can understand people's emotions, especially those who think that we should have coordinated Ambassador Parker. Look, I love Ambassador Parker. I mean, he's somebody who I supported in 2017, even though his Unity Party fought me and cost me my election in district number 6. Immediately during the second round, I supported him against George Weah. And the person who they supported, I supported them more than that person because they were playing games. The person who was playing games, I supported him. Let me say a few things. It is disgusting to keep hearing people saying that I work for the government and I want to divide CPP and so on. It is disgusting and full-hearted for people to keep doing that. Tima, I serve as an official of the government in Manasari-led government. Immediately when George Weah government won, they blacklisted me. You remember that blacklist? Mm-hmm. My name was on the blacklist. And since that time, Weah and myself or his government, we have no dealing. Our blacklisted, we want to support or we are government, it's been foolish. To also think that I campaigned for Senator Delon, I managed the CPP election 2 times in Mosraro County against all odds from the government. If at the second time that I've served as campaign manager, the government would have emptied the whole of Central Bank to give me just to mess up the white elections. If I deny with the collective support of everybody, I deny George Weah Mosraro County when he was waiting to lose all the 14 counties and win only Mosraro County. If I said no to him, what help do George Weah want from me right now? It's been full-hearted. It's complete political nonsense, Tima, for people to keep thinking that some of us working for this government. But again, it's the emotion. When you support them, then you get integrity. Then you're not settled. But when you take a decision, and this is why we get Ambassador Boyka tough time, because most of his supporters think he should just be coordinated. This is a competition. We are contesting, my friend. This is not something that somebody will just come and crown you king. It's not possible.
You gotta work for it. Tima, you gotta work for you gotta work. And Musa Hassan Belete was saying now. Ressa Manasarif. He was sitting with the president when he told her, I cannot, even though she had 3 more years in her presidency, when he told her, I will not support your son to be senator because I know it's not the right thing to do. This is the man who they call it criminal. He was standing with Senator Delon the 2 times. Standing side Delon when the government declared Delon as the most fearless of all of their enemy. Musa was standing there. And people have a lot of issues, and their issue is support them or you are criminal. Few months ago, they were hearing me, the strategists, the campaign manager, the this and that. Today, I'm the criminal. I'm the setup. Let me interrupt you a little bit and go back to the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where you calling me from?
Richard Harry Jr. calling from Italy, Rome.
Well, Gino, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to caution my brother in studio.
Mm-hmm.
What you try to do today, it will chase after you tomorrow. Because today, it could be the Liberty Party you are damaging, but you are not damaging it, you are damaging your future.
How does it damaging the Liberty Party?
Okay. This is the point.
Mm-hmm.
You said those people didn't pay their due.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. If those people you feel within yourself that they don't pay their due, why rush to carry on convention? Why rush a special convention when you know those hierarchies are not represented within the convention? You hosting, you have your standard bearer. You continue to honor my standard bearer just because you want to satisfy your ego. Politics is not about money today. You may chase after the money, but why? Because of the people that they trusting, expelling or suspending those people who have the voice in the Liberty Party and giving it a show way something you're doing for coming. And you guys are damaging coming ambition for president, because the first thing you have created a dark cloud on coming when it comes to the pastor politics. That our party, you hijack our party to give it to this person here.
So the Liberty Party is a Basel party for Basel people only.
It is not a Basel party, but our political terrain in Liberia, all political party has its own roots. All political party has its own roots.
So what's about where were you post CDC? Where were you post CDC party? CDC belongs to who? For the group people, right?
Okay, now ask me a question.
No, I'm asking you. You don't ask me a question. I'm asking you. They said the Liberty Party belongs to the Basel people. I'm asking you. The CDC belongs. The CDC
in Grand Basel. I didn't tell you it belongs to the Basel people.
Okay, the CDC has its base where?
CDC base has always been in Mosorado.
Oh, okay.
CDC base has always been in Mosorado. It based on the youth population.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can you comment until
No. Listen. They called up from Italy. Was not listening. He was not following. You know, these are the kind of people that damage. You know, this man has nothing to do in understanding what is really happening here. How dare you talk to a God and me who have a proven and track record of standing up for integrity? I just told this man that, look, in this country, George Weah wanted, he just declared Mosorado George Weah based. If George Weah wanted anything in his left to get re-election, it was to win Mosorado County. This man who's talking from his head is saying that I'm a compromise, but yet he knows my record for standing up for the CPP in Mosorado County, even when the entire government wanted to offer me anything that I want to make sure that I compromise the CPP. We have a feature here to protect. This is why we are living. When I hear pussy, you know you get feature, and you're damaging the party. Those who are damaging the party are those who want to individualize the party and who want to create goddess. We will not do it. How dare people just play around people's character? Timan, in this country, if there's one young man who stay for things at the appropriate time, I will do it. In this case, Chairman Bennett is saying he wants all of us to participate, so I stay with him. If he goes on the contrary, I will leave. I will not support. Delon is my friend. Who told people? Why would I manage Delon campaign 2 times and don't have that relationship with him? He's my friend. I don't support him for saying we should create goddess in our party.
Let's take our last break, and when we come back, we go straight to Studio 8 to Julius to give us comment from our social media users.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage Head Office on 077-553317 or 0886-553317 or our rehab branch on 0770-902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
And guess who's doing it? It's Boma Farm Store Bar and Restaurant, located opposite Orange Liberia head office on Capitol Bypass. Your one-stop place to buy well-packaged Liberian food items and enjoy delicious African and Western dishes every day. Established on the concept of growing what we eat, Boma Farms works with other Liberian farmers and vendors and sells their well-packaged Liberian produce like vegetables, cassava, sweet potatoes, dry fish, Liberian honey, spices, and many more. All 100% hygienic from farm to table. And there's a special discount for students and employees with IDs from Stella Maris University, University of Liberia, Health Ministry, Orange Liberia, AMEU, AME Zion University, LMP and Police Barracks, and Techno House Homeline. What are you waiting for? Come to Boma Farm Store Bar and Restaurant to purchase your Liberian food items and enjoy delicious African and Western dishes Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Breakfast is also served. Try our well-processed, locally made smoothies, palm wine, and king juice. You will love it. Put in your order and we'll deliver on your request. Call 0770-504-9401, 0555-565-432, or visit Boma Farms Bar and Restaurant, located opposite Orange Liberia head office on Capitol Bypass, Monrovia. Boma Farms Store Bar and Restaurant. Feel proud to be a Liberian.
To wash everything accommodation.
Me.
Okay. Bobo, you take her money to pay for the things I got from my auntie. She over there. Amos, get money to my phone fast. Send for a
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in or cash out and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial *154# to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
Nimba, I'm interested in the device I cash and they'll win, yeah.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
What
think I said about the LSO?
La Orange aqui, oh. Depois uma pomme ici, comme voilà, ici, et que peut-être on tient Christmas, man.
I want that one on point. I hope my Christmas get to ya.
Never know what good thing to expect with Orange. Get a different surprise each day for only $1. Dial *555# to find your surprise of the day. Gifts include international calls, data, and voice bundles. No network does it quite like Orange. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Do you know what today is?
You too crazy, man. Today is the 20th.
You get? Today is Winners Day at Orange. Can I smart talking and come with you today? Orange giving us our smarty.
That's true. Today will be a whole lot of extra cheese. I'm not gonna say yeah.
More for your money at Orange. On the 20th of each month, top up $1 USD and get 100% bonus. And 150% bonus when using Orange Money. No network does it quite like Orange. This offer is valid for 24 hours.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Thank you very much. Back on 50/50 on Sky 107. This time we're going straight to Studio 8 to Julius Boogie to give us comments from our social media users. The comments you're about here are not comments from Sky Communication, but rather comments from our social media users. So it's over to you, Julius, in Studio 8.
Okay, so thank you, T-Max. Tons of messages, but we're going to take a few of them. The first one from Marty Wilma Brown says, Martin, if Senator Nyombli Kanga Lawrence and the rest of the suspended individuals who have concurred with Jlateh to support Mr. Cummings, all of these hula baloo within the party wouldn't have happened. It is unfortunate that Labour Party will end up in such a manner. It's sad. Stephen O. Johnson said, good morning, 50/50. Jlateh is not the instigator of any internal wrangling in the Labour Party. Jlateh is simply implementing the laws accordingly, and those affected are the ones that are causing problems in the party. We come to Joshua Kamazi Kpengo, who says, just to endorse Mr. Cummings, Musa Jlateh and his few ANCNs and seditionists have to suspend Senator Nyombli and DeLon, including 98.9% of the official funding members of the Labour Party. We will see who have the numbers in Labour Party. David Booker says it's all Senator DeLon and Lawrence fault. They changed Saul to Paul and Paul went to Saul. Kilawu Flomo said Alexander Cummings is dangerous and will leave no stone unturned for his desperation of power. This man lies and have never been open to public discourse. I'll leave that. Let's come to Oro Gawe said desperation drove them to forcefully hold a bogus convention. Paul Smith said we, the Bassa people, don't know Jlateh and Cummings. To Cummings, Grand Bassa is a no-go zone. Alexi Rock said, good morning, T-Max. Hi to the guests. The gathering of Musa Jlateh and his cohort in Gompa City will be remembered as the biggest fiasco of the year 2021 in our political history. We are aware of Jlateh meaning shady deals, so he has just proven us right again. He said, can we? I don't know in my PL. Anyway, let's go to Seth Tower, who said, confusion is their portion. We don't need any we are for life. Crewboy Wea Johnson said, Nyombli and DeLon sold the party to Jlateh for a piece of smoke fish. Daniel, where he said, don't you feel embarrassed by this everyday noise, Martin? You are killing your political journey, and you and Musa are creating serious embarrassment to our noble country. You allow small money to control your life. Joe Wea said, good morning, T-Max, and to the people of St. Paul Bridge, District 16. T-Max, we the Bassa people that believe in the rule of law stand with Jlateh and the executive committee members of the Labour Party. David Booker says, the plan made by Musa Jlateh is working soon. CPP will split. Dirty politics. Paul Smith said, Martin, can you show the record of due payments for the past 1 to 6 months in the Labour Party? And then finally, Francis Mensah says, Sky FM needs to solve the issue with the internet fluctuation. Thanks. Back to you, T-Max.
Thank you very much. It's over to you. Our time is almost up, so we go straight to our guest, our special studio guest, the Secretary General of the Liberty Party. For
T-Max, just before I came.
But before we get to that, we have this eternal wrangling, all this, which is non-strange and in political
Correct.
party. Is there any room that the Liberty Party can bounce back,
So
bring back to be that formidable party it's always been? Is there any room for national reconciliation?
The first arrow in our 4 arrows doctrine is reconciliation. You know, if you call people from Senator Kanga's side, they will always tell you, Martin and Billy, they are criminal, they should go. Because they don't have space for reconciliation. The desperation of the political leader to become faster and better is so hard that there's no space for reconciliation.
I talked to Nyomble.
For us, we think...
Nyomble told me she does not have such intention of becoming vice president to anybody.
Yeah. So, but listen, Tima, that you are journalist. It's an open secret, right? But listen, but for some of us, even the due payment that this guy from Italy talk about, who doesn't understand what is happening here, even the due payment is not was not death sentence. The intent was for all of us to respect the world law. The people normally refer to Bronsky as the man of peace.
And your Liberty Party, the party of law. That's exactly why you always call yourself to be.
For now, they will say the man is the man of peace, and they refer to him as a man who respects the law or respecter of the law. For now, they will say he's a man of peace because they don't want to put that law part there, because they know that the side that they are supporting don't want to respect the law. It's unfortunate that people will even want to do tribal things, but reconciliation is the way out. 1 week to the convention, we kept calling on I personally kept calling on all of our friends. Remember, so many people that were suspended, they are my friends. Susan Mamedeti is not death sentence. Even if you get money, come and do payment plan. We must be seen as respecting the law. No, Tima, we can be government in waiting. When a guy from Italy and few other persons who are emotionally charged with the whole Ambassador Boyka thing, one for what to do is to irresponsibly, recklessly, disrespectfully disregard the law and then say that we are government in waiting. How will the Liberian people trust us? Remember, not only the Basel people going to make us win. Not only the CPP people, we need people even from the very ruling government that are feeling the pain. People who supported them, but they are not injected with bad governance and poverty. So to do that, you must distinguish yourself. How do you do it? You must be seen as a respecter of the law.
Or the respecter of the law.
Yeah. So today, when I see people talking, something, and one thing that is strange is that people travel large when they come to take a decision. They say, they been a mandingo me. They don't put here and a man and what give me. So they want to sell it, what party. But when they want to vote, they go to the mandingo, they go to the man again. It's strange. But so now I can just sum it up as political nonsense. Because for you to say that in most of other countries have managed the long campaign twice a year, guess who? We got 95 to 99% of the Muslim mandingo people vote. We were craving for our aid. But when you have a Mandingo major and say, they send a party to a
Mandingos are Liberians.
So Sedo and Bayo, who are they? They are all criminals. You say you supported the one Sedo. She's not a criminal, but you call the buyer a criminal. It's interesting, and nobody should have an ability they don't make Martin as you know. I was when they were the party before they were the party. Check on Delon Facebook page or check anywhere for the record that he supported me to be SG. Look, people should stop these things. The best they can do for Ambassador Boyka now is to try to find a way to market as we are marketing ABC. For me, I know my ABC. I'm supporting Mr. Cummings to win the CPP primary and subsequently supporting for the presidency because this is a political party decision. I don't care how much the people will want. Say the future of this country is bright because some of us will stand for the truth. I stood before with you. I stood with Ambassador Boyka in 2017. Even when the Unity Party heard me, I took the right decision not to support Weah and to support him. At that time, I had integrity. I stood with Senator Dillon 2 times against Weah and his cunning. At that time, high integrity. How dare people now will call me?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's support Mr. Cummings. He's the best man. No, this man presents what Liberia needs right now. Putting food on the table. He understands how to create jobs. He's the man of the day. This is the man that we want. Our ABC. People should stop fighting. I'm not supporting Mr. Cummings because he's supposed to give me job. In the worst case, I can teach. Mr. Cummings will do the bread and butter thing for our country. We should support him.
Thank you very much.
And I would find time so I can talk about Mr. Cummings.
Yeah. That when the campaign time comes, you can come around to talk about. We're talking about what happened in Ganta. Ganta resolution came with 3. Convention came with 3. 3 resolution, and the resolution, according to the Secretary General, Lord and Gospel cast in stones. On that note, we come to the end of this edition of 50/50. My name is T-Man. Thanks for being there. Tomorrow morning, let's get together again. And I wish you Merry Christmas. It's such a difficult time, but God is always there. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.